All right, so my laptop crashed after that last one, so that was great. And so now, I'm on the market looking for more laptops, new laptops. Just so you guys know, I run all this off my personal stuff. I'm not supplied by the college or anything. All right, but we're almost done. And I was at the point of realizing, hey, look, I forgot to add an employee. So there's me adding the employee. I spent all this work creating the employee. Now I'm adding the employee, and then where I did this, I think, in the last video, but then this is the line that reminded me: as I was going to add new guy, I realized I hadn't actually added the employee. All right, so it does have a compilation error in it. It's been squiggled here. I actually had to shut. Well, anyway, it's just whatever. So that's a good syntax problem to have here. Last name is apparently not the right. It's not the right structure or not the right. The variable doesn't exist. So if I go dot and I go and I find it this way, last, that's probably the better way to do it. Now, another way I could have just gone up and looked at it. But anyway, so if I think this program pretty well done, I'm going to run it and it's going to basically say it's done, which is great. I'm going to go out here and look at, this is, by the way, that's how bad I am. See that? That's why it's crashing all the time. But anyway, I'm going to go there, there, and there. No, it's actually supposed to be here. I went too far. There's employee out, and you'll notice it's almost exactly the same as the other one, except there's no header row. All right, so done. We're done with that. I'm happy with that. If I wanted to preserve the header row, by the way, I guess what I could have done is inside the code. I mean, I've got it stored somewhere, right there, header row. So what I could do is go down here when I'm writing it, just write the header row before the for each. There's probably something else. I mean, again, this would be great if it was refactored like I did in the previous example, but I'm not going to really do that. But this has got a lot of neat stuff going on in it with the object techniques. Notice too, by the way, over here in programs that I have got now two classes. I've got the employee class and the program class. So that's pretty cool too. And it's a nice sort of way to kind of deal with this, what I'm trying to say, a way to segment your code. So that's pretty good. There's a lot more to object oriented. Like one of the things I forgot to do in my class is I forgot to have an overriding thing where I could basically print the employee class. Like actually go console print employee, and it would actually spit out the how I wanted it to look. Also, I'm not entirely, I don't like, this kind of was inspired by the solution file that we're just about to look at, which is why I kept it. But I mean, honestly, the better way to do this would have been to have a get method and a set method for each of these, which again, look in the book for those because they're there. It would be something to the effect of public, we'll just say set employee number, okay, number, nice number, and then it would basically take in, if it's employee number, it's going to take in the integer, and in num we'll just say, okay, and then what happens is that, oops, not semicolon, what happens is that inside of here I would go something to the effect, yeah, I think I'd do this. I think I'd go this dot employee number, right, is assigned the in number, right? And then what would happen is I wouldn't have this method at all, right? I wouldn't have the get and the set. I'd just get rid of it. I think that's what I'd do, but it'd be interesting, anyway, don't discount the solution. It's an interesting idea. I just wanted to say I was kind of a little bit unnerved by this, but who knows? Maybe there's a good reason they did that. All right, so let me end the screen on a good note. Actually, let's just end the screen by me ripping that out because that'll take care of that. All right, right there, cool. And with that done, let's end this video, and then the next one I'm actually going to go over the solution for 17, and then we're kind of at the point where the next thing will be databases.